So for this practice, you are going to need a yoga strap. If you do not have a yoga strap, anything that would be a makeshift strap. So a belt, a towel, anything like that will work just fine. We're going to use that more towards the end of the practice, so just set that off to the side. And we will begin in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bottoms of the feet together, laying down on your back. Let the knees open up nice and wide. Take a moment, any little fidgets, adjustments. I sort of like to shift my hips side to side. And just allow yourself to land. Feel the weight of the head, the broadness of the shoulders. Grounding through the hips. Take a moment to relax the eyelids and the lips. Just start to drop into yourself. Just allowing everything off of your mat to become a bit further away. Giving yourself this 1 hour of your day for you. An opportunity for you to take care of yourself. Maybe to learn something new about yourself. Maybe just to create some space within your day. Whatever it is that you need from this hour, start to lean into it. Just allow everything to become a bit further away. Keeping your feet on the mat. Please begin to close and open the knees, just like butterfly wings flapping. Notice that as you do this, there is no involvement through the neck or the jaw. Notice as you do this that the hips can stay really heavy. Start to move a bit faster, bringing a sense of heat, of awareness through the inner thighs, our adductor muscles. Start to move faster. A little bit faster for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your knees together on 1 and breathe. The neck and jaw are relaxed, the hips are heavy. Open your knees about halfway, hold there and breathe. Maybe starting to feel a little bit of quivering through those inner thighs, completely normal. Open the knees 3/4 of the way, hold there and breathe. Keyword here, breathe. Let the knees drop all the way open and then start those flaps again. Starting to notice that sort of bounce return at the bottom. The knees open up wide. Moving through for 10. 3, 2, 1. Let the knees drop open wide to stay. Take your hands down outside your hips with the palms down. And pressing down into the outer blades of your feet. Keep the knees wide. Lift your hips up off the mat. And so we took some time to awaken and strengthen the inner thigh muscles. Now taking a moment to awaken those outer thigh muscles. Starting to feel that mutual strength, that symbiotic balance and stability that we can create. Lift a little bit higher for 3 breaths. Gently return your hips to the mat. Use the hands, close the knees together, draw them into your chest. Massage the low back a bit right and left. Maybe start to circle the knees. Switch the direction if you're circling. And then drop both of your knees over to the left, open up your chest to the right. Feel the expanse of the wingspan across the mat. And release the heaviness of the legs. Take your knees over to the right, open up your chest to the left. Keep your legs there, roll onto the right side of the body into the fetal position. A moment to thank yourself for finding this time. And then pressing the left hand into the mat, go ahead and peel yourself up. And let's come around to all fours, hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide under the shoulders, place knees under hips. As you inhale, flip your toes, lift head and hips for cow. As you exhale, point your toes, lift the belly round for cat. Begin to coordinate breath and movement. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Into a neutral spine halfway between the two. And extend the right leg behind you, all 5 toes tucked under. Just start to press forward and back through that right heel. Focus the eyes at the front edge of the mat, being very deliberate with where your attention is. Spin your right foot flat so the toes point to the right. Kickstand that left foot to the left so it's behind you. And then walk your hands around to the right side of your space. Hands under shoulders here. Inhale, think cow, spine, lift head and hips. Keep the hips lifted. Just start to rock the weight forward and back. Again, just finding that sense of awareness, of openness through the right inner thigh. Those 5 adductor muscles that live there. Keep the legs as they are. Lift your torso upright. Draw the tailbone down. Feel the shoulder blades roll back, the chest lift up. And then inhale, arms reach up by your ears. Draw the belly in to support the lower back and take a side bend towards the front of your mat. As you inhale, lift 1 inch up. Exhale, lean 1 inch out. About 9 more. Energy through the fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Place your left hand at the top of the mat under the shoulder. Hug that left shoulder into the socket and open the chest. Pressing down through left hand and right foot, we're going to lift that bottom leg off of the floor. Press down, lift higher. Start to bring that bottom knee, the left knee, into the chest and hold for 3. For 2. For 1, right hand down, knee to nose plank, left knee is in. Down dog split, left leg up and back. Open the hip and bend the knee. And then from that left hip, make big circles. Switch the direction. Extend your left leg straight and then square off your hips. Draw the left knee to the nose and place the foot between the hands. Keep the feet where they are, straighten that left leg as much as you can. Great place to use blocks. Drop your head. Lift up through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor. Release through the head. Rebend your left knee forward. Hands to the mat, step into a plank pose. Now roll the weight into the left hand. We're setting up for another side plank variation. This time step the right foot forward with the toes pointing right. Now press through that right heel, lift your hips higher. Now as you press the heel down, feel that outer right hip turn on. Now try to hug the inner thighs together and open the chest. Just feeling that strength, that stability through both sides of the legs. Turn a little more. Right hand comes down, take it back to all fours, hands and knees. Spin the fingers out and around to face the knees. Flip your toes, inhale, lift head and hips for cow. Point your toes, exhale, lift the belly for cat. Twice more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Into a neutral spine, spin your fingers forward. Left leg extends back, all 5 toes tucked under. Press through that heel forward and back. Focus the eyes, control breath. Spin the left foot flat, toes point left. Kick that right foot behind you. Crawl your hands around to the left. Set up hands under shoulders. Inhale, think cow smile. Try to keep head and hips up and just shift the weight forward and back. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Lift your torso upright. Feel the tailbone wrap down, the abdominals draw in. Inhale, the arms up by the ears get taller. Exhale, take that lateral bend towards the front of your mat. Inhale, 1 inch up. Exhale, 1 inch out. About 9 more. About 5 more. Energy through the fingertips. 2. And 1. Place the right hand down under the shoulder. Hug that shoulder into the socket and open the chest. Pressing down through right hand and left foot, we're going to press down and get that bottom leg off the floor. Press. Start to bring that right knee into the chest. Hold 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, knee to nose plank. Right knee is in. Down dog split. Right leg up and back. Open the hip and bend the knee. From that right hip, make some circles. Switch the direction. Extend your right leg straight and then square off the hips. Right knee to nose, place foot between hands. Keep the feet in straight in the right leg as much as you can. Drop your head. Rebend the right knee. Hands to the mat, step into plank pose. Roll the weight into your right hand for side plank, and then step that left foot about halfway forward with the toes pointing sideways. Press through the left heel. Feel how that activates the outer hip muscles. Now try to squeeze the inner thighs together as you roll the chest open for 3. Pressing down through the heel, inner thighs together 2. And 1. Left hand to the mat, please step to plank pose. Rock the weight forward and lower all the way to the belly. Find the breath, point toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, maybe a little higher this time. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, the highest that feels good. Exhale, release. Child's pose, seat to heels. Rest your forehead to the mat. Remember why you showed up. Together, please inhale, plank pose, come on forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And start to pedal the feet, bending one knee at a time. Turn these pedals into steps and begin to walk your feet to your hands. And at the top of the mat, position your feet hip width apart. That's about 2 fists width between them. Rock the weight into the heels and bend your knees for chair pose with the feet hip width apart. Now imagine, please, that I were there and I placed my hands on your outer knees and slightly pressed in. Resist that and press your knees out. With your feet, try to rip them out apart. Feel your outer hips turn on and then sit lower. Keep ripping them out apart with your feet. Pull the belly and chest a little higher for 3. Pull them out apart with the feet 2. And 1. Stand all the way up. Hands to heart. Breath in. And out. Inhale, lift arms, look up. Exhale, dive forward, soft knees, release the head. Inhale, lengthen, smile. Hands down, exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, up dog, lift out of your shoulders. Exhale, down dog, hips high, 3 breaths. Relax the neck. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, step or jump feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way back forward. Inhale, lengthen, spine. Exhale, chaturanga, opposite foot if you are stepping. Inhale, up dog, press the toenails down. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Lift the hips up and away from the hands. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reverse swan, dive arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. In chair pose, lift your heels. Heels together, knees apart. Lift the belly up, place the hands down. Knees into armpits, look forward, start to lean forward. Maybe lifting one or both feet for crow. Elbows squeeze in. Press the ground away, lift the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Breathe. Wherever you are, inhale, look a little more forward. Exhale, chaturanga, step or shoot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your hips square, lift the right leg up behind you. The pinky toe is pointing down, and then pull that left hip back a bit more. Now listen carefully, it's a little funky. Keep the right foot at hip height and the knee straight. Carry your right leg over to the right. So imagine someone were practicing next to you, and you just rested your foot on top of their bum. Now keep your foot there and lift your hips higher. Carry that right leg back behind you. Place that foot between the hands. Spin left foot flat, reverse warrior. Take it all the way around. Left hand to left leg. Bend that right knee forward. Right forearm, right thigh, maybe hand to pinky toe side of foot. Extended side angle. Press that back leg straight. Two more, press the feet down, open the chest. Hands to the mat, please step to plank pose. Roll into your left hand for side plank. And it may be any variation. So down, top foot down, feet together. Press the ground away, lift your rib cage higher, and open the chest. Right hand down, center plank. Either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Either cobra or up dog. Downward dog. With the hips square, lift the left leg up behind you. Pinky toe is pointing down. And then feel that right hip pull back. Keep the leg lifted, keep the knee straight. Carry your left leg to the left. Both elbows are straight, press down through the hands. Try to bring that foot a little more forward. Breathe. Carry that left leg straight behind you. Place foot between the thumbs. Spin your back foot flat, reverse warrior. Take that all the way around. Lengthen long through that left side body. Left forearm to thigh or hand to pinky toe side of foot. Right arm reaches forward, extended side angle. Use the strength in the outer hip to wrap that left hip under you. Hands to the mat, please, plank pose. Roll into your right hand, side plank, Vashisthasana, any variation. Lift the rib cage away from the floor. Breathe. Left hand to the mat, center plank. Vinyasa of your choice. Always an option to leave that out completely. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, step or float feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, chair pose, sit level. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart. One breath, one movement. Inhale, chair. Exhale, lift heels, open knees. Inhale, belly up, hands down. Exhale, knees to armpits, crow pose. Wherever you are, inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, carry leg to the right. Inhale, carry the leg back. Exhale, foot between hands. Back foot flat, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Hands to the mat, inhale, plank. Into your left hand, exhale, side plank. Hand comes down, inhale, plank. Shift forward, exhale, lower. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, carry leg left. Inhale, leg behind you. Exhale, foot between hands. Back foot flat, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward. Hands to mat, inhale, plank. Into your right hand, exhale, side plank. Inhale, back to center plank. Go forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. Take 3 breaths. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the neck, the jaw. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Close the eyes. Notice you. Notice that heat you started to build. Notice the beat of the heart, the air on the skin, the mat beneath the feet. Just take the time to notice you. We spend so much of our day noticing everyone and everything else. Don't forget about you too. Take a full breath in. Open eyes as you breathe out. Hands to your heart. You're going to lift your left knee up. Now just for a moment, I want you to let the weight sink into that right hip. Just think about kind of how much time we just hang out here, waiting in line at the grocery store, just kind of sitting into that hip. That's something we really want to train ourselves out of. So with that left knee lifted, start to hug that outer right hip in. Now as the outer right hip hugs in, also hug that inner right leg in. So you're feeling that mutual stability. Keep that turn left knee to left for tree pose. Pose. Now notice that the weight of the left foot does not change that. That right leg is still hugging in three-dimensionally. So think of inner and outer leg coming towards one another, kind of shrink wrapping around that bone. Keep that and reach the arms by the ears. Keep feeling those muscles hug in from both sides. And then turn your left knee forward. Keep hugging that right leg in. Warrior three. Try to keep the arms by the ears as that left leg reaches back. Hug the outer right hip in. Hug the inner right leg in. And then make your spine a little longer. Left foot steps back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the legs. Up and over, exhale, extended triangle, reach forward. Right hand down, left arm high. Shoulders away from ears. Without moving the feet, try to pull the feet together on the mat, activating the inner thighs. Keep that. And for 3 breaths, reach one or maybe both arms forward. Keep pulling the feet together, extending the spine forward. Bend your right knee, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, right forearm to thigh, or maybe hand inside foot. Left arm reaches forward, extended side in. Press the feet down. Feel that strength in the legs. Hands to the top of the mat. Press into the hands, inhale, right leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder, optional arm balance, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, cross to the left, kick it under you, fall in triangle, left arm up. Press down, try to hover that right foot. 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot between the hands. Pyramid pose, please. Step your back foot about halfway closer. Fold over that standing leg. Great place for blocks. Lift that outer right hip up and back. In turn, feel your outer left hip roll forward and down. As you inhale, lengthen spine, open chest. Exhale, step left foot next to right. Weight in the heels, bend the knees, chair pose. Hands to prayer, twist to your right. Option to stay. Option for side crow. Inhale, chair arms by ears. Exhale, stand up. Hands to heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then lift your right knee up. Now for a moment, just sink into that left hip. And then noticing that sort of for contrast, start to pull that outer left hip in activating those outer hip stabilizers. Now as the outer hip pulls in, also pull that inner thigh in and feel that hugging, that shrink wrapping in around the bone. Turn the right knee to the right for tree pose. Do not allow the weight of the foot to affect the stability in that left hip. When you're ready, arms by ears. Relax the shoulders. Keep everything, just turn that right knee forward. Keep hugging that left leg in. Warrior 3, try keeping arms by ears today. Hug that outer left hip in. Hug that inner left thigh in. And then extend the spine a little more forward. Right foot steps back, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the legs. Exhale, up and over, extended triangle. Left hand down, right arm high. Close the eyes and just be with your pose. Without moving the feet, feel the feet pull together, how that activates the legs. Keep that, and for 3 breaths, reach one or both arms forward. Draw the belly in. Bend your left knee, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, left forearm to thigh, maybe hand inside foot. Extended side angle. Rather than collapsing the weight, press the feet down. Feel the strength in the legs, supporting the joints. And open the chest. Hands to the mat. Press into the hands, inhale, left leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, reach leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, maybe an arm balance here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, cross to right elbow, fall in triangle, kick it under you, right arm up. Press down, try to hover that left foot, 3, 2, 1, right hand down, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot between hands. Keep the feet, step the back foot halfway closer, pyramid pose. Grab blocks if they help. Drop the head. Use the feet on the mat to square the hips. Inhale, open chest, look forward. Exhale, step the feet together. Weight in the heels, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands to prayer, take a twist to the left. Maybe stay, maybe practice your side curl. Inhale, chair, arms by ears. Exhale, stand up, hands to heart. Take a breath in and out. Here's where we're going to go ahead and grab that strap or whatever you are using as your strap. And even if you don't need to use a strap for this next pose, I'm going to ask that you do so, just because we're kind of exploring a little bit of a nuanced variation of it, if you will. So right knee up. Notice if you're sinking in that left hip, pull that left hip in. Take your strap around the arch of the right foot, and then extend that leg straight forward. Now notice if your hips are sinking forward. We tend to do this a lot. Pull the hips back, lift the chest up. Now, imagine I were there. I placed my hands on your outer hips, and I firmly pressed them together. Feel that hugging in of the outer hips. Now this is where it gets quite advanced. Keep the hips back. Keep the outer hips firming inward. And then I want you to imagine spreading your inner thighs apart. It's a very subtle cue. See if you can find it. Now I'm going to count down from 3. When I get down to 1, you are going to keep the legs, but drop the strap and extend arms by ears. Hips back, outer hips in, spread inner thighs apart. 3, 2, here we go. 1, drop your strap, arms up, legs stay. 3, outer hips in, spread those inner thighs. 2, 1, step right foot in front of left. With the legs crossed, just fold forward. Drop your head. Relax your shoulders. And nice and easy, just uncross your feet. Bend your knees, grab your strap, and roll up to stand. And the other side, lift your left knee up. Notice if you're sitting in that right hip, pull that right hip in, get taller immediately. And then take that strap around the arch of the left foot and extend that leg forward. Now again, notice if you're letting the pelvis sink forward. This is super, super common. It's not the most healthy place for our lower backs. So pull your hips back, get taller. Now feel the outer hips firmly hug into one another. As the outer hips hug in, try to spread the inner thighs apart. And again, this is super, super advanced cueing. So just think about it. Maybe it doesn't quite click today, but you'll apply it in another practice and eventually it will. Hips back, outer hips in, inner thighs spread. Here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Drop the strap, arms up. That leg does not move. 3, 2, 1. Step left foot in front of right. Legs crossed, fold forward. Drop your head. Release your shoulders, your neck. Uncross your feet. Bend your knees, chin to chest, and roll up. Circle the shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to your heart. Full breath in and out. Inhale, lift arms, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, cross the knee to the left elbow. Listen carefully. Kick that left foot under you. Think 9 o'clock on a clock face. Keep weighted. Open the chest. Roll that left hip forward and down for 3. Imagine dragging that right hip back for 2. Just a little more open for 1. Slide right knee to right wrist. Pigeon pose. Lengthen that left leg behind you. Roll your left hip forward, walk forward, sleeping pigeon. Rest your head. Now, energetically here, there is this subtle drawing together of the knees. And as you do that, feel how it's not a gripping strength, it's not a forceful brute strength, but there's this subtle undercurrent of strength and support that allows us to soften. And that's really the strength we've been focusing throughout this entire practice. That's, in my opinion, really the true strength of life. It's not this gripping, forceful strength, but it's that subtle undertone of strength and support that actually allows us to be softer, more open, more gentle. Not a strength that hardens us, but a strength that supports us in being open, in finding our flow, our rhythm, our joy. Walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes, step it back, your final downward dog. If you would like a final vinyasa, it's there for you. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, cross knee to right elbow. Kick it under you, think 3 o'clock on a clock face. Both hands are down and evenly weighted. Holding here, roll that right hip forward and down for 3. Try dragging your left hip back for 2. Try opening the chest a little bit more for 1. Slide that left knee to the left wrist and set up your pigeon pose. Roll your right hip forward, sleeping pigeon. Feel the knees subtly pulling together under you. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Sit on your left hip, swing that right leg around in front of you. And then lay down on your back, and having the strap nearby may be a nice choice. On your back, step your feet flat and hip width apart. Pressing down into your feet, lift up, set to Bandhasana, bridge pose. About 5 more breaths. Stay as you are, or hands by shoulders and press into your full wheel. 3 more. Gently return your spine to the mat. Just drop your knees right and left. Hug your right knee into your chest, slide the left leg straight on the mat. Extend that right leg up to the ceiling for a hamstring stretch. And this may be where you would prefer to use your strap around the arch of the foot. Close the eyes. Find the softness in the stretch. Bend the right knee into the chest. Take the right knee into the left hand, cross it over your body for a twist. Long, easy breaths. On your back, hug your left knee and slide your right leg straight. And then extend your left leg up to the ceiling. Find an appropriate hamstring stretch for your body on this side. I suggest relaxing the foot. I know that the sensation is greater when we flex the foot. And it's not that that's a wrong thing. It's just that flexing the foot really makes it more of a nerve stretch and less of an actual muscle tissue stretch. At this point in the practice, we're really looking for more of that soft muscle tissue, trying to down-regulate the nervous system. Relax the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the eyelids. Bend the left knee into your chest. Take the knee into the right hand, cross it over the body for a twist. On your back, hug both of your knees into your chest. Wrap the arms around the shins for a very deserved embrace. And then extend the legs long onto the mat. Release the arms by the sides, open the palms, and close the eyes. Take a full breath in. A soft, easy sigh out. Land here. Trust that for these next few minutes, there is nothing, no one who deserves your undivided attention more than you. Give yourself the gift, the luxury of noticing you. Of staying here, of lingering in the vastness of this space, of this moment. Rather than rushing to what's next, rather than dwelling on what was. Right here. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to move through your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock your head from right to left. One at a time, step your feet flat. And in the most way for your body, find your way to sit. Join your hands at your heart. Bow your chin. The light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. Namaste.